Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dominion's 4 Multiplayer Showdown. My name is Sabouts, and I am playing the Ashen Empire. This is turn 23, episode 12 for our series. Let's begin. We finished that first step in our research in construction, which is really good. Have a couple people claiming thrones, never a good thing. Never a good thing when it's not us. Did some reviving there, search for magic site, or reviving a spectator. We searched for magic sites, didn't find any. And then I got a message from Vanheim. He's moving forces through my province, so it says that was conquered by the enemy and that I'm under siege, but he says he's just passing through. I mean, he could be lying to me, but he has, I'll explain it when we get in game. And then we had some pillaging going on here, but nothing really came of that. So essentially, what's going on is that's funny. That's actually pretty funny. That place is burning to the ground. So he moved his forces kind of to get through here, and he wants to get through onto this side, and he's told me that that he was going to come through here. So he sent me a message just saying, hey, I'm moving my troops through. He's essentially moving what he had here, which was like a handful of archers and stuff. So no big deal. I'm going to allow him to pass. Obviously, if he sits on there for more than one turn, I'm going to do something about it. But I'm going to allow him the turn to pass through. Now, he's also sent me another message basically saying that he does want the non-aggression. And I did message him back saying that I would somewhat respect it. There's certain provinces I still need and want, but like spreading off this way, and I'm going to take this province too, but aside from that, we do have a somewhat non-aggression agreement. Now, I do see that it does look like Ulm is pushing into Agartha territory. We're going to keep kind of following that, see what's going on with it, but that does appear to be the case. I do have another spy. Is he here? Where did I put him? He's here. There we go. We're coming around this way. So I might come up this way. I don't know. The water provinces are something I really want. And I talked about that a lot last time. So, yeah, we can see here what we've got. We'll go ahead and put these here. Now, one of you guys did leave me a nice comment letting me know to keep my sword people in separate squads aside from my spears, and that's a good point. I didn't think about that, and I want to thank you for bringing that up because that is a good idea. Now, did I not move a lictor back? I could have sworn I did. Oh no, they're all here. I must have messed up the move last minute because he was supposed to move. Well, that's fine. Honest mistake. Honest mistake. I just missed it the last minute. Or maybe, yeah. Oh, and also somebody recommended I put the cauldron away because I don't want my enemies to get it, and that's actually a good point. I don't necessarily have to throw it away, but what I'll have to do is I'll have to go back here and store it. But we planned on moving him anyways. So 97 left, 53. We did get construction 1. I do want to take a look and see what we can construct. I would need to be here, obviously. I don't think there's really anything much yet. Skull Talisman, I think that just summons Skeletal Warrior. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait for Construction 2, which I know that. For the big thing, but I just wanted to see what Construction 1 got us. 53, 97, 19, we do got 2 fire gems. Okay, everybody else is set to hide. I don't... Go ahead and research. So what's that put me at? 107 over 97. Good, so we'll have it next turn. And why don't you Go ahead and research as well. That's right, because I moved a bunch of them here so they could research. So that's good. That's going to get us construction too nice and early. He went to go search for magic sites, didn't find any. And I could search with the Lich King, but there's no point at that point. I mean, I might find something, but unlikely, really. If I did, it'd probably be pretty good. If he's going to sit there, I'll probably do it. But I got to think about it. Oh, Lictorian Guard. We should keep getting some Lictors. Obviously, these guys are pretty good too, but the Lictors are really good. So, I might as well cast the Lictorian Guard. Although, I really do want to get another... It's tough, because, like, part of me wants to go for, like, another Spectator. Because I want the research. But at the same time... Because we do want to get... Behemoth would be pretty good. Pale Riders, Horde of Skeletons. But you know what? None of this really does me any good until I get more death gems anyways. Right? Let's just get some more Lictorian or Lictors for now. Because we're going to need them in the coming battles ahead of us. Awesome, awesome. Lots of stuff here because of all the reanimating and whatnot. So yeah, let's go ahead and sort and make sure all of our sword people are separate from our spear. That does make sense. Definitely feels like the best way to do it. Okay, got a few skeletal riders. Okay, Lich King, let's get you somewhat situated. We'll give you some swordsmen as well. More lictors can never hurt. There we go. Attack the closest enemy. Get you in a line formation up near the front. And yeah, I like where you guys are. Why don't we move you guys up a little bit? Okay, good. So I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, and he's going to move and take some of these units with him, and I mentioned that last time. So, and we got him set up to do that now. So everybody's still reanimating, which is very, very important. Very important, and we still have the fortress being built, 4 months left. We're probably, I'm really hoping we get that up. It's going to be a pretty big deal. And everybody else sort of defending because we don't know what to don't know what to expect. Since we are going to leave you here, you may as well. I could jump down here real quick and take this province. I don't think I'm going to get hit from anything here. I have confidence that Vanheim really doesn't have any type of forces there. If I do get hit here, I'm going to be very, very upset because I'm going to lose this fortress. I'm going to lose a lot of units. But I do feel like for the sake of just expanding a little bit more, I should just clean up this province. I mean, I could move right up here and then technically I don't have to worry. I could take my... I kind of do have to worry because I don't have a whole lot of units here that are ready to make a big, bold move. And I do want to move my Lictor down here. And then from there, claim some more provinces. Vanheim told me not to take these 2 southern provinces, but I'm going to tell you what. I need to have some buffer between my capital. So he's probably just going to be shit out of luck there because I'm not comfortable with him being able to station forces right on my capital. See, if I own these 2 provinces, then I'm going to know when he decides that he wants to kill me because he's going to have to take one of these provinces. But if I don't take these provinces, then he can secretly put troops in one of these and then his next move after that is to basically break our non-aggression and hit my capital. And I'm not comfortable with that. I think there should be something here. Some buffer. So that way he has to move through a province. And then I know and I can I get 1 turn to kind of ready myself for the attack. So he's crazy if he thinks that I'm not going to. Yeah, that's right. Because we're technically under siege. So he can't do anything. And everybody else is researching, so I'm okay with all of that. Like I said, if that siege stays one more turn, I'm going to use everything to break it. But I don't think it will. I think he is really actually passing through. It does look like Ulm actually did attack Agartha, is what I'm seeing here. So Ulm attacking Agartha and Vanheim going to deal with Agartha are real things actually happening. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I haven't talked to everybody else, so I don't know what's going on with my ally. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I don't know what Shanu's doing. I don't know what Man's doing. And I kind of somewhat now know what Ulm's doing. I mean, I don't even know. Is Man even going to war? Has Man even been to war with anybody? Probably not. I mean, why would they? Everybody's kind of friends to them. So, let's see. No. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. All of you reanimate long dead warriors. Oh, all of you. Let me do that again. There we go. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. The only choice I have to make now is, do I try to take this province or this province? If I take this one, that's got a really large population. So if I take this province, it gives me a nice buffer. And then I could always move down to this and then back over. If I did it, I would just use my Lich King, because if he dies, he spawns right back at my capital. Because he is... What is the ability that gives him that? Immortal. He dies within its own dominion. It will swiftly rise from the dead and return to the capital of the kingdom. The immortal one will stay dead if it is slain outside of its dominion, or the capital is conquered by enemies or enemy dominion. Time will heal the immortal body, and eventually it will be rid of all afflictions suffered in battle. So he's pretty good, actually. And this, as you can see, is in my dominion. In fact, that's my dominion. That's my dominion. These are all in my dominion. That's how strong my dominion is. It's like, it's got to be hurting these guys. Like, there's no way they're not suffering from this. But I don't know. That's why I'd love to spread too, give them a really hard time. But I simply just want to conquer these provinces just for the sake of making a nice buffer and using population. And I can summon, I can start kind of, I could get, you know, another fortress up and some temples, and just, I want to get this fortress up at least because I just want to have 2 fortresses. And I want to move into the water as well. Okay, so I say we make the move. With the Lictorian Guard and everything, I've got more than enough. And I think there's enough here. Like, there's not really enough here to defend, but let's go ahead and do it for the sake of just getting another province. I'm only concerned too if I move up here, if it might make, you know, Shanu and Asphodel a little nervous, but at the same time, like, they probably know. They probably have scouts down here. I'm sure they do. Now, the Lictorians, they're not amphibious, are they? They are not. So, I actually thought about taking this. I can't take it from here. So, if I take this, I'll probably move back, and then whatever... You know what? And then I could take that Lictor with his army, move here and take this water province, move back here, and then take this. That's a good idea. I know that's kind of long-term thinking, but I got to move, you know, baby steps. Either way, I guess that's the end of this turn. I think I've got everything pretty much set. So he is going to move this time. I messed it up last time, but I got it this time. Everybody else is defending. Lots of reanimating going on, which will be good. We're going to jump up real quick, take this, and then jump back. We got 4 more months till our fortress is good. Like, part of me just wants to sit here till the fortress is done, because if somebody snipes that, I'm going to be super upset. But you know what? At least if I take this province and then move back, I'll know if somebody's coming, because they'll take that province and I'll have a heads up. So it's worth the risk. I gotta take some risk here and there. For everybody else here, they're researching, which is good. He's just going to sit and defend for now, and we're casting Lictorian Guard, which will help us a little bit. And if that siege doesn't break the next turn, because if he doesn't move off of that, which I think he will, I have a feeling that he's being serious about that one. So if he moves off, then that'll be that. But if he doesn't, then we'll just figure out a way to break that siege. Oh, you know what though? If I move him, you know what? That's why he probably didn't move, because it went under siege. And if I move him now, he's gonna attack. Oh, it's a good thing I thought about that. Like, unless he moves his forces, but that's not a guarantee. So you know what? That's not a guarantee. I don't know if he's gonna move his forces. I don't even know what kind of forces he has there, because this is mainly heavy infantry and archers. The army appears to be commanded by Bert the Commander. Is about 10 units large. Oh, so it's not even that large of an army. But like, if he doesn't move it or something, I don't want my Lictor going in there, and I don't want him getting killed, and I definitely don't want him dropping that cauldron. I don't want Vanheim getting that cauldron. That would make me extremely upset. I guess he could come down here, and then if they don't move, yeah, that's a good idea actually. He's got enough. It's an empty province. I mean, it might be empty. I don't know if it's really empty, but I assume it's empty. Why don't you just take all these too? Yeah, let's actually move him this way. Okay, so that'll work. So then we'll take this in this province. And then we can move him back, depending on how the siege goes. If he moves off my siege, then I'll move him back that way. If he doesn't, then I'll just come down and I'll break the siege with whatever units I got. There's plenty of units here that could probably... Well, it's not. It's 10 units. I doubt he's staying there, but if he does for some reason, we'll just deal with it. Okay, and I won't touch these southern provinces for now. He did ask me not to, but I'm not going to touch them simply because I don't want to... I want to get a little bit more powerful before I start upsetting Vanheim again. So I'm just going to do a little bit of spreading here and take things a little bit at a time. Research. We're all set. So we're set for construction 2 next turn. And that'll give us our black laurels, and then we'll really start getting some lictors rolling. However, that is the end for this turn. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.